Hey, we're Mortgage Nerd here. So I'm always looking for different opinions on what's going on with housing. Is it going to crash? Is it not? And tell me your reasons why. This is Barry Habib. I follow him a lot on interest rates. And he's the one that I got from, and when the Fed rate goes up, mortgage rates are going to come down. Short-term rates going up, fighting inflation. Long-term rates are coming down. And we saw that. It's true. He talks a little bit more in this video about what might happen. Peter Boockvar says, well, there's other things that might happen in there. But now Peter's talking about his opinion on the housing slowdown. Here, just hear it from them.
Thoughts on how does housing do in recessions? Peter, maybe your thoughts on this. I've got the last 9 recessions. Home prices, according to the best indicator out there, do well and then have done well. One exception was the housing bubble. It's been our contention that the housing bubble led to the recession. The fact that you had demographics, not enough household formations, more homes built than ever before in 2007. And then you had the crazy, fog up a mirror, no income, no asset, no job, 100 LTV, 585, all that craziness, which you don't have now. But yet we are acknowledging that the housing market is clearly going through a slowdown. How do you think the recession, if we're in it or not, plays upon this current housing market?
So to add to what you said about the 07, 08, 09, like you said, that downturn was led by too much supply. That led to the collapse in prices and the banking system and so on. Whereas now, to me, the housing slowdown is more just on price, and that things just got too expensive. And when things get too expensive, buyers step back. And if buyers step back, the pace of transactions slow. Therefore, a good thing for the housing market would be the slowdown in home price gains. That would actually be a good thing because lower prices, whether it's lower absolute or a slower pace of increase, that would bring in buyers and reset the housing market. And I always go back to that first-time buyer because, and you know better than I do, the housing market has, if you look at a chain, it's got pieces to that chain. You have the first-time buyer that comes in and they buy it from an owner that wants to trade up. And because they were once a first-time buyer and they bought that starter home and then they want to sell to the first-time buyer and then they want to move up. If you lose that first-time buyer, it sort of clogs up the rest of the chain. So in order to bring back that first-time buyer, I think we need to see a moderation in home price gains to allow them to better afford, so they're not renting where they could rent if they want, but it would make it buying just more affordable. So lower prices to me would actually be a good thing for the housing market and a good reset. But like I said, this is just a price thing as opposed to 07, 08, where it was a supply problem that created the price collapse.
So like I've been saying, there's no market crash coming. The market crash from 2008 was unique. Had a lot of factors, oversupply of just building, and then under demand due to the birth rates and first-time home buyers. Then adding to that oversupply was all the foreclosures. It wasn't high foreclosures because there was a moratorium like there was last year, and then now you have foreclosures. No, it was high foreclosures because of fraud and people buying properties they couldn't afford because they didn't have to show any income. The mortgage market is not like that at all right now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this point of view. It's exactly what I've been saying. Not exactly. He says it in a different way. Yes, a slowdown is here. Yes, a slowdown is going to continue. We need it. We need to bleed it out. We need all these mortgage people that are part-timers in this business to get the heck out and let the real professionals stay. But that's just a selfish point that I made right there. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Mortgage Nerd out.